This is Morning Juice. Sports, insight, and great storytelling. Starring Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Tito Thitoff. It's time to attack and dominate.
Attack and dominate on this Christmas Eve Wednesday. I'm Tito. Austin Ward to my left. Big Mo on the other side of the fake glass. And we have the building to ourselves.
Ho, ho, ho.
Let the insanity ensue.
Yes. We are the only people here. All the other shows are best ofs. Apparently.
There is no best here.
Yeah, I would say apparently Morning Juice has really sucked since May. We took off with this one because there's no best of.
Means we got to elevate our games on Christmas Eve, Tito.
Feels like we do.
I was not here in May, so
you're not
it's not Big Mo's fault.
I'm not going to be on that train.
There's a team player for you right there. Don't blame me. I wasn't here.
It was Shark.
Yes, it was Shark. There we go. Let's blame Shark for this one. Big show lineup for you today. Well, as big as you can get on Christmas Eve. 2 full hours here on YouTube.
Santa?
HD3, maybe. You know what? I can't wait for this date in history. Does he have any sound from Mary or Joseph, I wonder? Or one of those wise guys.
Wow. The wise guys.
Yes, we'll see on that one. Also catch us on Facebook, Twitter.
Can we find out what frankincense is?
What I want to know is if these were wise men,
yes,
why didn't they bring weapons? Because I think that's probably what baby Jesus needed since, he was being hunted down.
That's fair.
In a war zone.
Right, yeah.
Come on now.
Here, a replay of this here show on the
I'm going to fight him off with myrrh.
Myrrh. Frankenstein guy. Morning Juice sponsored by Riverside Bank in Dublin. We'll talk a little bit of college football today. We'll have John Gerber on to join us to discuss the Brooks Koepka thing going on with the Live Tour. What else? It might be 12:24 on the calendar. It's always 4:20 though when we have Ya Highness on. He'll join us today with our NFL picks at around 7:20 a.m. Can't wait for that. OSU defeated Grambling State yesterday. When did we start doing that? Because it used to be Grambling, wasn't it? Growing up, didn't you call it just Grambling?
I always thought it was just Grambling, but
it's Grambling State.
I thought they told us for the football game to only call them Grambling, and people were
really.
It was the other way around. People were used to calling them Grambling State.
So it's the same thing. Grambling and Grambling State are the same thing. There's no way there's two Gramblings.
There's only one.
Okay,
yeah.
only
there
one
can
Grambling.
only be one.
There can only be one. Because I always thought it was Grambling growing up. It was Doug Williams went to Grambling. I've always heard. It was Eddie Rob. Is it Eddie Robinson?
Eddie Robinson.
Yeah, the head coach who had the wins record. I don't know if he still does or not. I'm not sure. He coached at Grambling as well. But I can never keep track of who's got wins records, who's had vacated wins, all that kind of stuff. Let's see what else happened yesterday in college football. Louisville Toledo 27-22. Western Kentucky 27-16 over Southern Miss. OU beats UNLV 17-10. We do have the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl today.
Ooh.
I know. 8 o'clock tonight. California against, do you want to guess who?
Hawaii.
There we go. Hawaii. That's correct. The Sheraton Hawaii Bowl is
they found somebody to play out there.
Yes. Hawaii. Yes, they're going to do that. So all of that is going on as well. NFL tomorrow. You've got Dallas, Washington at 1 o'clock. Detroit, Minnesota at 4:30. Denver, Kansas City at 8:15. And of those 6 teams, only 2 have got playoff aspirations or clinch spots already. Denver and Detroit are going for it. Minnesota, Kansas City, Washington, Dallas, all out of contention. But Dak Prescott has said he is going to play the last 2 games no matter what, even though they're out of it. So he's playing.
It's the first time he's been healthy for the last 2 games, isn't it?
So he's playing. Jaden Daniels sitting out. Burrow's playing for the Bengals this weekend, apparently. And so I don't know. I hope Prescott doesn't get hurt. I understand you can't have that mentality necessarily if you're a football player, but he said he's absolutely playing. He's not sitting out. He said absolutely not, especially on Christmas. So football galore there. NBA also has their day tomorrow, but it's really football day. Football said, you know what? I think we're going to take it from you.
Yeah, it just used to be a full-scale holiday and celebration for the NBA, and then here comes the NFL, and Roger Goodell's like, I don't think so. We're going to take over this. We're going to threaten the college football playoff. We're going to get ratings no matter what. Can't stop us.
Do either of you make it a point to watch? Are sports part of your day on Christmas? Like, you watching anything usually or not?
No, not really.
It's just background maybe, or is it even on?
Well, and most of my family does like my family will get together tonight.
Right.
And my wife's family is getting together on Friday. So tomorrow is literally just stay home. I might throw on, I wouldn't mind watching some of the Cavs game. I also have to understand that I'll be sharing the television with my wife. So she may not want to watch the Cavs game. But we might turn on a football game, at some point. But we're probably going to, just stream movies or whatever.
Yeah, the Christmas Day NFL games are a relatively new phenomenon, so that was never part of our routine, and I still don't think it will be. I know that they tried to make these appealing games, and you've got an NFC East division game, you've got the AFC West longtime rivalry, but there are no stakes attached to it. So that has I don't follow the NBA. I don't watch any of the regular season, so that was easy to ignore on Christmas Day. I knew that it existed, but it wasn't going to be on our TV, and I don't think that the NFL attempts here are going to change what we're doing either.
I don't think it will. It might be background, but it's not something I'm going to seek out. If the Steelers were playing, we'd watch it, but it's not something. It will be on. I'm sure the TV at some point. They're doing one of those animation things with the basketball.
I hate those.
Mike, you know what?
I get why the kids like it, but
yes, I remember they did the football one when it was was it Eagles, Rams? Was that the one that was a recent game?
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
Where they did it with like the Monsters, Inc. characters.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fun to watch a little bit. It wasn't, it's the kids like it. So, I mean, and then I think that tomorrow they're doing something with the first game of the day, the Cavs and Knicks are doing some kind of thing with animation on one of the stations. So anyway, all right, let's make people smarter, especially me, Big Mo.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby
Big Mo.
Carpenter.
That's a budget we have here.
Yeah.
Perfectly executed every day.
Well, they're not going to just say Big Mo just for that, because I'm an adjunct professor.
And it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault.
I'm new.
It's not your fault, son. It's not your fault.
And I'm working at a disability today. Throat's a little swollen.
Okay.
I'm making excuses all over.
No, wait, listen. Make sure you don't say, my throat's a little swollen because of this prostate thing.
It's not.
Okay.
Well, Bobby's not here. He's
Bobby
going to survive.
Yes.
So, I did have procedure yesterday. Throat is swollen because of the tube down my throat.
Right. Gotta be careful. It's a Christmas Eve miracle.
Yeah.
I don't think that actually made it any better, Mo.
Probably
didn't either, really.
I'll tell you what. I've had. Well, no.
Don't.
I'm not going to do it. I had a joke about hot dogs and hot dog carts, but no.
Yeah, that's not where we need to
That's
go
for
right
the
now.
podcast.
We won't go there. Yeah.
That's for the podcast.
We won't go there. Today is December 24th. It is the 358th day of the year. 7 days remain until the end of the year. In 1814, the Treaty of Ghent signed, ending the War of 1812 between the United States, the United Kingdom, and their allies. Because, Britain just didn't get enough of an ass whooping the first time.
There we go.
Bring on some more.
They're like, well, we're going to try this again. And then, we're like, nah.
Yeah. Ask for the rematch, but,
Yep.
outcome's gonna
Dolly
stay the
Madison
same.
saves George Washington's photograph. Well, it wasn't a photograph. It was a painting.
Oh, save as a photograph. That's breaking news on
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
breaking-
right there.
breaking news.
Just a second.
Still some effects from the anesthesia.
Now
yesterday.
we got the built-in excuse for Big Mo. Everything that happens today goes wrong. It's because of the anesthesia.
Anesthesia. In 1818, the Christmas carol "Silent Night," composed by Franz Xavier Gruber, is first sung in St. Nicholas Parish Church in Oberdorf, Austria.
That might be the most Christmassy thing. Silent Night at St. Nicholas Church.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, apparently it was.
It was not Frank Sinatra that sang it, though.
No, that was Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
Got a lot of time travel going on.
I'll tell you
history.
what. We're spicing it up today. In 1877, Thomas Edison files for a patent for the cylinder phonograph. In 1893, Henry Ford completes his first useful petrol gasoline-fueled engine. Have you guys ever been up to the Henry Ford Museum in Greenfield
No,
Village?
no.
I'll tell you what.
Pretty cool.
Really cool. They have JFK's limo that he was shot in. They have the chair that Lincoln was in when he was shot. They have Rosa Parks' bus.
Wow.
They have Edison's original laboratory in Greenfield Village. They have the Wright brothers' original bicycle shop there.
Huh.
I mean, there's not much great in Michigan, but that's pretty awesome.
A museum and some good craft beer. That's it.
Yeah. And Frankenmuth. Go up to Frankenmuth. Great craft beer up there.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
In 1941, the first ships of Admiral Nagumo's Pearl Harbor fleet returned to Japan. So you figure Pearl Harbor happened on December 6th. They did not get back to Japan until Christmas Eve. So that's how long that sail was. In 1943, FDR appoints General Eisenhower as Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces in Europe. In 1961, the AFL Championship game was played in Balboa Stadium in San Diego. The Houston Oilers beat the San Diego Chargers 10-3. Billy Cannon scores the game's only TD.
Billy Cannon, I think, went to LSU.
He did.
And then he got arrested later on, didn't he? He got busted.
He may have.
He got busted. Yeah, he did something. It was thick.
He won the Heisman.
I know he won the Heisman. It was something like counterfeit bills or something like that. Ooh.
There was a really good biography made on him that starred Dennis Quaid. I believe it was called Everybody's All-American.
Oh, really?
Really good movie.
Let's see what it was. Maybe I want to make sure. I don't want to besmirch him, but I want to.
Well, it's too late now.
I know,
you kind of put it out there.
I kind of did, yes. Yeah, I thought it was Cannon. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll take a look. Oh, here it was. Okay. Despite a successful practice, he was a dentist. He was in financial difficulties from bad investments and gambling debts. Got involved in a counterfeiting scheme.
Oh.
He printed $6 million in U.S. $100 bills, some of which he stored in ice chests buried in the backyard of a house he rented out. He owned and rented out. He was charged along with 5 others, served 2.5 years of a 5-year sentence in prison.
Sounds like he may have sold his Heisman, too. It would seem like he probably was in that situation.
And he was so happy when O.J. did what he did because now O.J. is the most disgraced Heisman Trophy winner ever.
Free and clear, baby.
Yes. No
There you
longer is it
go.
Billy Cannon. He's the other guy.
Wow. Did not know that. In 1968, the Apollo 8 astronauts read passages from the book of Genesis.
We are now approaching lunar sunrise, but in the earth. And the earth was without form. All the people back. We are now approaching lunar sunrise, and for all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and divided the light from the darkness.
They said that it was just amazing to see the Earth rise. So, that, there's no sunrise from the moon, but to see the Earth rise. And that was the first picture ever taken of the Earth rising from the other side of the moon. So, very historic flight there for Apollo 8.
Tito, would you get on a spaceship?
If you catch me at the right time, like if I'm having a really bad date, a fight with my wife, yes. if maybe
Get me out of here?
near the end of Christmas break with the kids being home the entire time, ask me then.
Okay, all right.
But then when school starts back up, probably not. But then maybe in the first couple weeks of summer,
Yeah.
maybe again.
Okay.
It's all about the timing of it.
All right, I'll check on Friday.
And
Wow.
instead of reading the book of Genesis, I would probably read from the Phil Collins lyrics from Genesis. I would just do something like that. Just another day for you and me in paradise or something like that is what I'd go up there and read.
Or the song I Don't Care No More.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one right there, yeah. No mo.
No mo. 1969, Kurt Flood writes to baseball commissioner Bowie Kuhn, refusing to accept the Cardinals' right to deal him in favor of free agency, which I believe he was the first
Who was
one.
that?
Kurt
Flood.
Yeah, Kurt Flood was only trying to fight for it, yes. And he was very despondent because other baseball players that could have stepped up with him did not. And he ended up getting essentially blackballed from the game and everything. And he is as important as anybody. And these guys making hundreds of millions of dollars now. And he gets no, I mean, they should have given every check. Every time someone makes or signs a big contract in baseball, they should take a portion of it and give to the Kurt Flood family.
There you go.
Easy for me to say because I'm not giving anything out of my check. But then again, I'm just saying that other people should.
Well, you're not a professional baseball player that I'm aware of.
I'm not a professional anything. Let's be honest.
1974, former U.S. astronaut John Glenn is elected to the U.S. Senate representing Ohio, and very long-serving representative. He also ran for president, I believe it was in 1980 or 84. John Glenn.
John Glenn, I think it was 84.
Yeah. 1974, the Sporting News bestows St. Louis Cardinals outfielder Lou Brock their MLB Player of the Year award. That seems awfully late. They
waited until Christmas Eve to hand it out?
Yeah. I mean, I could see if it was like just Player of the Year in all of sports, but for MLB, that seems awfully late.
Yeah.
In 1976, the Eagles' sixth album, Hotel California, spent the first of 8 non-consecutive weeks at the top of the Billboard chart.
Such a lovely face.
Such a lovely face.
They're the best, man. God, I love the Eagles.
Have you seen them live?
Okay, this is a bad.
Here we go.
No.
Here we go.
Contestant number 1, the first woman I was engaged to.
Oh.
We were huge Eagles fans. And when they did the Hell Freezes Over tour, we bought tickets to see them. And then I broke it off with her a couple weeks before the concert.
Ooh.
And
she had the tickets in her physical possession.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I decided to ask her, can we still go together? No, was the answer. No, I did not get to see the Eagles.
That's a tough break right there.
So did you buy the tickets or did she buy the tickets so she owned them?
It is, believe it or not, Mo, we are talking about something 34 years ago. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
But I
mean, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Possession was 10/10 of the law that day because I did not get to go see the Eagles, and I believe she took somebody who she eventually married.
So it worked out great for her.
A happy ending.
No, then she got divorced.
Oh, okay.
So, take that.
That's it.
I have not seen the Eagles live. I've always wanted to. When we were in Vegas last year, it was the week before they started at the Sphere.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, daggone it.
Yeah.
We've just been one more week. So that's a bucket list thing for me, which I'm running out of time, no doubt. 1977, the Bee Gees began a 3-week run at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 with How Deep Is Your Love?
And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
Is your love? How deep is your love?
Big week for the Bee Gees on this show.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I love the Bee Gees.
I have heard it said, I can't remember what artist said it, but that might be the perfect love song ever
that
written.
One?
Yes. The most perfect love song. I had seen it on a documentary somewhere, and I can't remember who the artist was, but they said that might be the most perfect love song ever written. And, I mean, that's a bold statement, Cotton.
Yeah, it is. I got to see that movie, too.
Yeah. You know they're making a sequel.
No, please stop.
I'll at least check it out.
We've already ruined Happy Gilmore with the sequel.
Did we? Was that not good?
Oh,
I haven't seen it yet.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Save yourselves.
Now,
if you love the original.
I will say that most times, like Anchorman 2, wasn't better than Anchorman, but it had moments that were good.
It did? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it did, but it wasn't better than Anchorman. So I'm kind of hopeful if with Dodgeball that will be the case.
Are there many good sequels? I mean,
not
like
many.
The Star Wars thing. I thought though, like
Empire Strikes Back is the best
Back's
one.
a good one.
You're not going to find many sequels that outdo the original.
Top Gun, the Maverick one was pretty good.
Yeah, but it
didn't outdo the original
because it wasn't trying to necessarily continue the exact same story from 30 years prior. They did a good job of accounting for the time difference when you're treating like. And Happy Gilmore 2 tried to do that, unfortunately, but it did not translate very well.
Rick says, I guess we know how deep her love was when she kept those Eagles tickets. That's fair. Troy is saying Arizona Troy, which I can't believe he's up. God love you. Rocky 2 was good.
Yeah, true.
I didn't see 1 or 2, but 3 was really good.
Well, I mean, spoiler alert, Rocky actually wins in the second one, so
Big bounce back.
big bounce back.
Porch View says December 7th is D-Day. December 7th. D-Day was June 6th. You said D-Day, I think, right? Or did you say Pearl
I thought
Harbor?
I said Pearl
Maybe,
Harbor, but I
know.
probably said D-Day.
And then Porch View says anesthesia, brain Mo. That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
More excuses for Mo.
We're going, hey, I'm trying to get the crowd on my side.
I know the crowd's on your side because. Go ahead. You already
Don't be
pandered.
disgusted
I'm
with
not,
me,
no, I'm not being
Tito.
disgusted. No, you know what? Merry
Come
Christmas.
on.
Keep going.
1982, Chaminade with a student body of only
Yes.
850 students defeats number 1 ranked Virginia 77-72 in a Honolulu Holiday Basketball Classic.
I remember that.
Oh, my
Always
goodness.
Virginia making that history.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, then they lose a 16-1. Yep, they were the
Yeah.
first to do that. Yeah, Ralph Sampson, number 1, Virginia.
And Chaminade was like Division II.
yeah, they were. Yeah, it was. They were barely a high school. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very small school, and they beat number 1. And that's when that tournament took off. Then, right?
Yeah, everybody wanted to go out there and play, and
Yeah.
it wasn't just a
The Maui Invitational. Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, and if you watch that gym, even now,
It's a high school gym.
It is a high school gym. I mean, it was really torn up. 1988, Poison started a three-week run at number 1 on the U.S. Singles chart with Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
But I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn. Just like
Every night has
So-
its dawn.
Name dropping here.
Yeah.
I was at the other station that I worked at.
Well, you can't name drop them.
Well, no, I'm not name dropping them. I was MC for a concert, a 3-day concert festival in Mount Gilead, of all places, Mount
Okay.
Gilead, Ohio, called Freedom Fest. And
Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels was the headliner on Friday night. Got to meet him.
Yeah,
One of the nicest people.
really.
And you know how it is when you meet celebrities. You never know.
Yeah.
You really never know. He took the time with everybody, and there was only a few people that got to meet him that were working the concert. He took so much time with each person.
Yeah.
He took a picture with me, with my wife, with my daughter. And the funniest thing, my daughter was, I think, 15 at the time. She gets in with a picture with him, and she looks at him, and she goes, "So, how old are you?" And he goes, 60. And she goes, "Boy, you look great for 60 years old." And he said, "You have now become my most favorite person in the world." But just one of the nicest guys.
Yeah.
He took a lot of time, because we did have some veterans there, took a ton of time with veterans. I will go to bat for Brett Michaels. When you meet somebody and they leave that kind of impression.
Right. Yeah. He and I think they're touring. Getting back to the original band to tour again this summer.
Yes,
aren't
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brett Michaels' birthday today, or not birthday. See,
It's just Brett Michaels'
That's just
Appreciation
Brett
Day.
Michaels'
It's Brett Michaels'
Appreciation Day.
Day, yeah.
December 24th.
BMD.
But I am moving on to birthdays. Born on this day in 1905, Howard Hughes.
Kind of weirdo.
Yeah. Bottles of pee and fingernails all over the place.
Well, that part's not weird. I mean, the other stuff that was weird.
Yeah.
That's normal.
That's not
Who
weird.
doesn't have bottles of pee?
That was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Anthony Fauci was born this day in 1940. Obviously became a big name during the COVID years, was part of the COVID task force. Didn't get time to get sound for this one, and I'm kicking myself for it. In 1945, Lemmy Kilmister was born, British heavy metal musician for Motorhead.
Ooh.
I love Motorhead.
He's dead, right?
He is dead. He died in 2015.
I don't think I ever heard a Motorhead song in my life.
Well, he created the theme song for Triple H, his entrance music, and then Ace of Spades was their big hit.
Maybe I've heard that one.
Time to play the game.
I
Yeah,
think I've heard Ace of Spades.
yeah, Ace of Spades is great. 1961, Jay Wright, basketball coach at Villanova, was born on this day.
They go length of the court with Archie Diacono. 3 seconds at midcourt. Jenkins gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
You get shot?
That's what happens when you have fireworks in a dome.
You combined the John F. Kennedy assassination with that. That's what it sounded like there.
The second shooter.
Yeah.
How about those onions?
Yes.
That was a great ending. And that was against Butler, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Or no?
No, North Carolina?
That was North Carolina.
North Carolina. Butler was the one where they almost banked it in. That was against Duke.
That's right.
Yeah.
I loved seeing them win. Villanova win a title, even though Villanova is considered a pretty good sized basketball school. It was still one of those teams that was always seemed to be on the outside, just not far from getting there. I was pretty thrilled then.
Yeah. Jay Wright did a fantastic job there.
1963, Jay Billis, American basketball analyst, was born in San Pedro, California. Ricky Martin was born today in 1971. I'm saving you all from I was not.
Oh, living La Vida Loca.
Was not
Couldn't
playing
find
that
Motorhead,
song.
but he's not going to play Livin' La Vida Loca
Right,
either.
exactly.
Oh, my God.
Come on now.
Nobody wants to
If
be
I was going
lonely.
to play anything, it'd be Shebangs.
She does bang.
Yes, she
And then,
does.
especially if you're living La Vida Loca.
Actor Dietrich Bader. What show was he on? Do you remember?
Yeah, he's the voice of Batman in the animated
He is.
series.
Oh, is he really?
And then what was the Drew Carey show?
The Drew Carey show.
The Drew Carey show.
Well done. Nice job by you there.
Was that an answer
what I
to
meant
Jeopardy?
to say was, what was it? The Drew Carey show.
That
I
sounded
left
like a
out word
Jeopardy
there.
answer.
Yeah,
What was the Drew Carey show?
Crushed it just on top of it this morning.
Nice job, Matlock. I don't know how you figured that one out. We didn't have to give you any clues.
For extra credit, do you remember what his name was?
I don't remember that.
Oswald Lee Harvey.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I loved the Drew Carey show.
It was funny when he was fatter.
I invite anybody to go back and watch it. It was hilarious. TV host and radio host and host of pretty much everything in the world, Ryan Seacrest turns 51 today. And singer, former One Direction member Louis Tomlinson turns 34.
We've got this.
Well,
Wait, we can't do La Vida Loca. Live La Vida Loca. We're going to do this.
Bodie's the one that got this.
He's much younger. That's
Yeah.
more
It
his
was just
jam.
already loaded up for a different
It was
Right,
already
yeah, it's-
loaded up.
He got off his iPod.
I saw it was there,
Oh,
and I was
that's
like,
out.
well, I'll just go ahead and play this. Observances and holidays today. Of course, it's Christmas Eve. It's National Eggnog Day. Do you guys like eggnog?
I've never had eggnog in my life.
No, it's horrible.
I don't understand the appeal.
It's horrible. It is, and I don't know if it's I don't mind the consistency, but it has a lot of nutmeg in it, and I can only take like so much.
What do you got, Tito?
Well, you know what? After the way we started the show with the tube in the throat, and all, we're not going to do this where you can only take so much nutmeg. I'm not going to play that game with you, Big Mo. We're not going there on Christmas Eve. This is
we're
not
already
Man.
there.
This is not Man and Timmy.
I wish I had a story about Polish sausage. Anyway,
Yes.
Last Minute Shoppers Day,
No kidding.
popular informal day for final Christmas purchases, and Feast of the Seven Fishes, which is a traditional Italian-American Christmas Eve dinner. And those are your events and birthdays and observances for December 24th, 2025.
Well done, as always. The Feast of the Seven Fishes, I did not know about that until the other day. I heard Rick or Dottie talking about it on their show, and about how his family would do that growing up. They would live in Chicago. They do the Feast of I hate fish, so it would never happen anyway, but I'd never heard of that regardless.
You shouldn't talk about your boss like that.
That's
He's probably listening.
That's fair. If you think Rick or Dottie is listening to this show,
No,
you got-
fish.
Oh,
You said you hated
Oh,
fish.
you're right. That's fair. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I thought you were making
Mike-
a joke that Rick or Dottie was my boss, which
no,
isn't
common-
that far-fetched. Let's be honest.
Common Man is sleepy
Yes.
right now.
Would you rather have your birthday on the 24th or the 26th if you had to choose? Which one do you think is a better one to have?
You got to get the 24th, don't you?
I would think the
Yeah.
24th.
I don't think people are going to be saving up presents for you if it's the 26th.
See, I have
You get a head start on
Yeah.
on ripping open the wrapping paper.
I have a lot of birthdays the first week of January in my family, so I had friends that actually their parents would, if you had a birthday close to Christmas, they would just celebrate it all at once, which I think is just such a joke.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want that.
So we would always, I mean, I'm used to celebrating both separate, so I would make sure whether it was on the 24th or the 26th, it's got to be a separate thing.
Yeah.
Don't celebrate it all in one, parents.
Yes. Coming up next, who's a bigger dummy? We'll leave it at that. We'll tell you next. Morning Juice.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
You know a thing or two about the moments in life that matter. You've seized those moments to embrace joy, accomplish great things, and build meaningful relationships. Is it time now to sit back and reflect on a life well lived? Maybe. Or maybe there's more to be done. Maybe this is the most important moment you've encountered yet. By volunteering with AmeriCorps Seniors, you can seize the moment, lend a hand, and get back more than you give. We connect you to local volunteer organizations with opportunities that fit your schedule and match your interests. Through AmeriCorps Seniors, you can support people in times of need and make your community stronger. You can become a companion to your older neighbors, brightening their days with friendship. You can even become a mentor for young people, serving as a role model and enriching their lives. Are you ready to seize your moment? Visit AmeriCorps.gov/yourmoment and get started today.
Hey Max, you look absolutely dashing in that purple tie. Ready to harness the world?
You bet, Daisy. I'm ready as I'll ever be. And might I say, your purple tie really pops with your vest.
Thanks. I almost went with a cape, but didn't want to come across as pretentious.
Nonsense. Anyone in our line of work should rock a cape.
You might be onto something, Max.
Phew, so here we go. First day on the job. We've got this, right?
Right. Don't forget, we both graduated from Dogs Inc. with honors.
Which means I can guide my human around a busy city with ease.
And I can give my human a restful night.
I hope my human is kind and loving.
And I hope mine likes wet kisses and zoomies.
Ready to make a difference?
Born ready. Let's go.
Discover how extraordinary dogs like Daisy and Max change lives at no cost to the recipients. Visit dogsinc.org.
One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
All right. We'll get through this segment rather quickly. We have John Gerber to come on and talk about Brooks Koepka there and the quick hitters coming up in the next segment. But Draymond Green, when I first put this together and I looked at when I said, who's the bigger dummy? My choices were Draymond Green or DK Metcalf. But the more I think about it, the more I think Draymond Green was smart. Draymond Green got into an argument with Steve Kerr during the game in the third quarter and walked off the court. Back into the locker room, came out, started the fourth quarter, didn't play again. But Draymond Green said, they had an argument, had a disagreement, and he thought it was best to walk away. And the more I think about it, the more that I think that it's stupid. Man, arguing with your coach is not recommended, but having the wherewithal to understand that I've got to walk away before this escalates, how much better would my life be if I used that same advice growing up? And I'm still growing up.
It at least shows some indication that Draymond Green is learning and developing some more emotional intelligence, or at least how to handle it better, because we know that there have been dozens of incidences where he hasn't handled it this well.
Right.
So, good for him. It sounds like Steve Kerr and Steph Curry, all these guys are looking at this and say, well, we know what it's like to deal with Draymond, and he has taken accountability for it, and we know that he runs hot.
Right.
I think he handled it well. They didn't lose the game, the Warriors, so they feel like they're going to come out on the other side of this because they've been down this road so many times before. But I think the dumb part, Tito, is like, is it worth it to continually be putting up with this with Draymond? You can't count on him. You get into the third. It's right on the heels of another ejection.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the middle of the third quarter of a competitive game, he's just going to walk away and head to the locker room. And I mean, I just was looking at this where teammates going back to the locker room, like to go check on him. Like, are you okay, Draymond? You going to be able to come back? Like, what's going on back here? It's so strange to me.
Is it? I think it is worth it in this scenario, just because Draymond's not some young, cocky kid just coming into the league. He's established himself. Right. I mean, look, obviously you don't cross Draymond Green. Jordan Poole knows that. But it's like, I thought that was a much bigger deal as far as like, if he's going to do something like that, don't put up with that. But as far as like this goes, it feels to me like, Steph and Draymond and Kerr are so tied together and such an important part of the fabric of the success of the Warriors. For me, I'm not saying that he's on the same level as this player. I'm not even saying he's on the same level of class as this player, but it reminds me a lot of the Popovich, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan kind of trinity of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost, and not that Duncan would ever do it, but if Duncan did something like that, I'd be like, you know what? He's established, he's part of this, so I don't think you can get rid of him or should get rid of him for that reason.
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine Tim Duncan punching a teammate or kicking an opponent.
That part, yes. No, that part, continually kicking
would have been
opponents,
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Now he's finding out too late that he could have done that.
Yes.
Tito is retroactively giving him permission to go beat Dennis Rodman. So
yes.
I missed the opportunity for that. I'm kind of two minds on it, Tito, where we can praise Draymond Green for handling this in a mature manner.
Yeah.
But that's also on a Draymond Green scale. Like, anybody else who gets into an argument with their coach and then storms off to the locker room is going to be lambasted for weeks and maybe have their career in jeopardy. And with Draymond, it's just like, well, no, good job, buddy. Like, kudos to you. You put yourself in timeout. We didn't even have to tell you this time. It shouldn't be the standard that it's just an accepted order of business with him, that one of these blow-ups is going to happen every season or every month or every couple weeks. That shouldn't be something that we have to praise, but
I think it's still grandstanding. To me, it's still grandstanding. It's like, I'm going to make sure that everybody sees me walk off. He knew everybody was going to see it.
And talk about it.
And then he can spin it however he needs to, not pretty much taking away anything Steve Kerr says about it. And Steve Kerr knows he can't really say anything about it. All he can say is, well, I decided not to put him back in the game.
Yeah.
So to me, it's still grandstanding. Was it probably the best decision? If it was really going to come to blows, then yeah, it was a good decision. But you don't have enough control to just go sit down.
That's a real problem.
Exactly. You don't have enough control to just sit down.
The bigger dummy is DK Metcalf.
You can't be putting your hands on the fan. That's just day one. Now, you shouldn't be doing that with a coach, but at least Draymond removed himself from that situation. So it was close. Bigger dummy could have gone either way for a moment, but DK wins that pretty easily.
The fact that now he gets suspended for the last two games, Steelers have to release one of them. Granted, maybe they don't need him against Cleveland. Maybe they do. I don't know. But then against Baltimore to end the season, he'll miss that game. And they still have not clinched the playoff spot yet. And he loses $550,000 in salary, okay, but also it voids guarantees in his contract now. It effectively voided like $40 million of guarantees. Now, he still might get them, but the Steelers now have an out on some of that money. So just not smart.
I would have to imagine that they would take that money back, too. I mean, if this is the road that you're going down and DK Metcalf had worn out some of his welcome in Seattle.
Yeah.
You knew what you were getting.
Sure.
Let's face it.
Yeah.
That's true, but if you give an NFL organization, and one that is, I don't know how Tito will respond to this, widely viewed as being responsible and having a strong culture and understanding what to do with the salary cap, if you give them an option to take that money back, I'm pretty certain that almost every NFL team would do that.
Probably so, yeah.
Like, that would just be good business.
Yes, I would think so. Yeah, so it's that's why it's dumb on those levels. It's dumb on a personal level for him. It's dumb on a teammate level. And boy, if they end up somehow not making the playoffs now, and you could
then you're definitely taking the money back.
Yeah. God, how? Anyway, all right. Coming up next, we'll do some quick hitters. We'll have John Gerber join us, talk about what's going on with Brooks Koepka in the Live Tour. We'll do that next. Morning Juice.
It's been a real journey since 2014 when I first had my injury. I realized that my home was just not working for me and that it was time to ask for help. Homes for Our Troops is really giving me my life back. The shower allows me to go in and turn around with my chair, pull down storage racks, automated door systems, hours of my morning given back to me. Adaptive sports are a huge part of my life, a huge part of my healing journey as well. Homes for Our Troops helped with making sure that I had a home gym so that I can continue to train. This past year, I was able to host Thanksgiving in my home. And it was the first time I was able to have my whole family in one place and I was able to contribute to the meal. There are a lot more veterans in need, and Homes for Our Troops is going to be there to help them too.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then you.
And then I. And then we brought neuromuscular disease into screaming color with the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
For 75 years, our voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
We've willed the impossible into existence. We've pushed the science,
raised the funds,
shifted the narrative,
and transformed the reality of life with neuromuscular diseases.
For 75 years, we've built communities together,
established the field of neuromuscular medicine, and made it thrive.
Call that a legacy.
Call it impact.
Call it momentum. Just call it ours.
Because it's the generations of community heroes that give MDA the strength we have today.
And until neuromuscular disease is a thing of the past, you couldn't stop us if you tried. Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
You know what hope is? Hope is action. Carving a path forward, even when it's hard.
And kids who still know how to dream. They're the best pathfinders of all.
So at Child Fund, hope means helping millions of children living in poverty worldwide to grow up healthy, educated, skilled, and so all those good things can come true for them, safe.
And that means safe at home, safe at school, and safe online.
Hope means walking this path together, all of us. Because when we work together, we can do so much more.
That's right. Hope includes you.
Child Fund, because we need each other.
To learn how Child Fund works with children in 23 countries to help them achieve their full potential, visit childfund.org. That's childfund.org.
Bobby is the all-American male. Tito pulled a hammy getting his mail. This is Morning Juice.
Morning Juice. It's Tito. It's Austin. It's Big Mo. Let's do some quick hitters.
Morning Juice presents Quick Hitters.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, now we are joined here. He is the host, we'll call him the host, of the most popular golf podcast in the state of Ohio, FanStream Sports. From the Rough is the name of that. He is John Gerber joining us. John, good morning. It's early. I know. I appreciate you rolling out. Well, you probably played 9 holes. But 5-time major champion Brooks Koepka has said he's not going to go back to live golf in 2026. And he said it's for family reasons, personal reasons, things like that, staying closer to home. I'm curious, can you shed some light on what this means for, like, I know you get these guaranteed monies when you went to the Live Golf Tour. How does all of that work?
Well, good morning, fellas. Yeah, that's an interesting scenario because I don't think they've really come out with how it's going to work yet with the penalties of some of these guys trying to come back. And I think the first domino is probably going to fall with Koepka. I wouldn't be surprised to see more guys do what he's doing. You look at a situation like Mito Pereira, who retired from playing professional golf. Maybe that's the reason why, he just wanted to get out of his Live contract. So Brooks is definitely one of the big fishes in the pond that the PGA Tour want. They really haven't come out with the penalty yet, how he's going to get back on the PGA Tour. Maybe citing family reasons is one of those clauses that they have. But it wouldn't surprise me if you see Brooks Koepka playing a PGA Tour event besides the majors in 2026.
Yeah, John, do you think it's in the PGA Tour's best interest to look at this situation with Brooks Koepka and guys that they might want back, Jon Rahm, Bryson, whoever, and be like, you know what, this was a difficult situation. We understand why you guys left because of the money. But we're trying to unify the game. Let's talk about these penalties and maybe remove as many as possible just so that could clear the path for some to return? Or do they still need to send a strong message just to keep Live at bay? It feels like I'm not sure that I know the answer.
Yeah, and I don't think they do either, to be honest with you. The PGA Tour, they're losing sponsorships, and you look at some of these events, especially the kind of the other field event during the majors that they have. Koepka doesn't have to worry about it. Yeah, they want these big guys back just because of, again, they're losing sponsors. And as a sponsor, the game is better and the tournament is better when you have a guy like Jon Rahm or Brooks Koepka in it. Yeah, so I think they're going to try to figure out a way. I don't think it can be the same for everyone that's coming back. Then you'll just have a flood of people coming back. But if you look at a tournament maybe like the Cognizant, where Brooks Koepka is from down in West Palm Beach, that struggles with viewership and getting people there, I mean, that's just a big ploy for them to have Brooks Koepka in their field. So maybe that's a situation where they start. But they won't reveal what the penalties are. I don't think the PGA Tour to the general public. They'll just kind of brush it under the rug. But they want these guys back, and they need these guys back.
John, do you think that there's another one that will probably follow behind? Do you have an idea who that might be? Or do you think maybe it's going to start a bit of an exodus back for some of these guys? They just needed one person to take that step.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Brooks Koepka has always been kind of the outspoken guy, never scared to put stuff on his shoulders and kind of run through that wall. But I look for a guy like Jon Rahm be the next guy to kind of move in that direction. Never really embraced the Live, kind of like Koepka. And, he's a guy that, some of these sponsorships would want to play in their tournament. I think it's going to come down to the point where these sponsors are going to go to the PGA Tour and say, hey, we want these guys in our event, or we could potentially pull our sponsorship from these events. I don't hope it doesn't get to that point, but it could get to that point when it comes to that. But maybe look for Jon Rahm be the next guy to kind of run through that door like Koepka did. And
then what do you think happens after that? Let's say Rahm does it, and I mean, like how much jeopardy would the Live Tour be in at that point?
Oh, that'll be the straw that breaks them. And especially when you have your, besides Bryson, and you have Rahm, Bryson, Koepka, those are your kind of three crowns that they really kind of move the events on. And look at an event like Phoenix, not saying that they need more publicity just because of the atmosphere of the place. But, if Phoenix goes to the PGA Tour and say, hey, we want Rahm to play in our event, and they say no, maybe it's the same situation like Koepka saying, hey, man, Waste Management might pull their contract. So, again, I hope it doesn't go that far, but it could potentially do that when you see some of these guys wanting to come back and play events besides the majors.
It's really interesting to me, John, when you look at the last, month or two, where it felt like Live was maybe finding some traction. They were talking about the changes that they were going to make to the format, that the World Golf Rankings, boy, now I know they've been selling that promise for years, but felt like it was close and that they were on stable footing. And then now you come fast forward to yesterday, and Brooks Koepka is sort of pulling the rug out from underneath. Is some of that grandstanding in public, is that misleading? Is Live on shakier footing than we might realize right now?
Well, I think the first step that they tried to do and was forcing their hand was to, have the 72-hole events, but that doesn't always going to get you the world golf rankings. I mean, being in golf carts is something else that potentially was a red flag for those. So that was just the first step. They had to do it. Maybe they were doing it to save some face or save some of the players. But, again, I think that just with the Koepka exodus of the LIV Tour, I don't think they really care that much. And maybe it was a situation that it was going to be a longer process. If you go to 72-hole events, you're not going to get world ranking points the following year. You still have to apply for it, and you still got a couple years to do that. So, yeah, they were trying to do the right things, but I just think it's a little bit too late.
Anybody looking forward to this season now, as far as golf goes, Gerb, with the PGA Tour, are there any players you're looking at and thinking this could be a huge year, a breakout year, or a bounce-back year? Like, as you're looking at things from a distance now, what kind of golfers are standing out to you in that regard?
Yeah, I think you got a bounce-back guy that I really like, and kind of a fan favorite is Jordan Spieth. I think Jordan Spieth is as healthy as he has been for the last couple of years, and I think with his family life kind of leveling out a little bit, I'm pretty close to him down there in Dallas. So he's a guy that I look for that have a bounce back year, and in a rookie on the PGA Tour that kind of fits the mold that you saw at the beginning of the year of the Rookie of the Year, Aldrich Potskeeter. Look at a guy like Christo Lambrick. The guy 6'8", 225 pounds. He's going to be a presence out there on the PGA Tour just by his size, and he will be the longest hitter on the PGA Tour. So maybe look at those two guys, bounce back for Jordan Spieth and kind of a rising star in Christo Lambrick. That certainly when we start getting into the betting side of it after the first of the year, those are two guys will be on our card a lot.
Hey, John, I wanted to get your opinions on the event that Golf Network did a couple days ago with the 4-man teams and all the skills challenges. Do you think that's something that might start taking off these golf games and maybe just add some excitement to golf?
There was an event last week.
Well,
no, that just goes to show. Yeah, it wasn't for me. That's the thing with the PGA Tour and some of these events. The PNC last week wasn't bad, but they're trying different things to try to get viewership. That just kind of maybe tells you that the PGA Tour this time of year is searching for more viewerships, especially with football going on. Maybe it's kind of like similar to the TGL, which I haven't really embraced yet. So, and certainly on the betting side, you can't really play with TGL. It's just too difficult. But it wasn't for me. I thought it was a little corny and a little hokey, but they certainly had the big name PGA Tour players buy in.
Who have a better chance of playing in the Senior Open coming up at Scioto Country Club? I'm just asking who has a better chance of playing, John Gerber or Tiger Woods?
Tiger Woods by 1 million.
Do you think he'll play in it?
If he's healthy, I think so. He turns 50 here in a few days. I think if he's healthy, he plays.
Would he, if he's healthy, does he just destroy the field, do you think? Or is it still he
No,
doesn't?
No. It's going to take him a little while. I think that, he's going to be practicing and working hard if he's able to. But, those guys out there can really play. They haven't lost a lot of length from they did on the PGA Tour just because of the technology, which has really helped the Champions Tour guys a lot. So, he won't dominate the field. I think he has a potentially to contend. Scioto is not a very difficult place to walk, so that's going to help him, I think. So I don't think he blows the field away. I think he'll have a chance to win, though, if he decides to play.
I want to make sure I got this right. Someone in the chat just said Koepka received somewhere between $100 and $130 million, signing bonus from LIV, and made $46 million in on-course earnings. That's not the way it works, though, right, Gerb?
No. So what they'll do is a lot of these guys, the contracts are a little bit different. Potentially a guy like Koepka, his threshold is $100 million, and whatever he takes off of that, his winnings, he takes off of that. And then whatever he gets on top of that in winnings, if that should happen. So I think the $100 million was the highest threshold, but he made $46 million, and how they negotiate that back, maybe giving back some of that either to the tour or back to LIV, is that it'll kind of be a balance out kind of process when it comes to that for his exodus.
Merry Christmas, Gerb.
Merry Christmas, guys. Enjoy talking to you this morning.
Thanks for the time. Matt J. Gerber, PGA Pro is where you can find him. All the betting stuff he does, by the way, everything he does betting-wise, he puts out there, very transparent. It makes money every year on it. So it's he does a lot of research on this, and he will tell you each week, this is how I did. He goes out and he puts out, once the season gets rolling, he'll put out a few guys he thinks that are worth the risk, a couple of long shots in there. The thing he really kills on is the dailies, like on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, he'll put you 2 or 3 picks of this guy versus this guy, and he nails it.
That head-to-head market, you got to track it.
Yeah. I have not gotten into betting on golf yet, but it's one of those things. I watch a lot of golf.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah. I watch a lot of golf.
That's a nice diehard reference there. That was good by you. So at J. PGA Pro, From the Rough is the name of the podcast. It's on FanStream Sports. Go check it out. Coming up next, I don't mean to pile on, but I will pile on. That's next. Morning Juice.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I couldn't be the mom my kids needed me to be.
She missed so much.
After my last surgery, I got an infection so bad I thought it was going to kill me.
I told her she couldn't leave me yet. There was still so much she had to see. I hadn't even graduated.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I'm an active part of my kids' lives.
She can kick a mean soccer ball.
DAV's been there for me and my family. Through thick and thin, they've had our back.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned so they can achieve victories great and small.
My victory is getting my life back. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
I always tell people I was the luckiest guy in the world. I wanted to be an Army man or a fireman, and I got to do both. As a firefighter, my job was about saving lives. I never thought one day I would be fighting for mine.
After spending his career answering the call to save others, Ken was diagnosed with ALS. Now he's facing his biggest battle, for more time. For 70 years, Muscular Dystrophy Association has been answering the call to help people live longer and more independent lives.
MDA means to me hope.
MDA is leading the way for people living with ALS, muscular dystrophy, and other neuromuscular diseases by accelerating research, advancing care, and advocating to empower families like Ken's.
I wouldn't be living as good of a life with ALS if it wasn't for MDA. MDA is helping people live stronger and love longer. Learn more at mda.org today.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS-FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination. Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
I often have to ask Bodie, hey, man, those mics were off during the break, right? Because I got to make sure what we're saying is not going. So that's job number one for you, Big Mo. Make sure during the break no one can hear the inappropriate and childish things that are said in this studio.
That never happens.
Never. Get ready for the Cotton Bowl with a Chasing the Championship special. Monday night at 7:30 on 10 TV. Join Dom Taberry and Adam King live from Dallas, plus Nicole Sheeran and Tyvis Powell here in Columbus as they get you ready for kickoff. Watch Monday at 7:30 on 10 TV. Stream it live on 10 TV Plus and the 10 TV app. Chasing the Championship on the Fan and 10 TV is presented by Logan Services, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Oh, that's got television's Adam King?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
The Adam King.
That's right. He did change his name to The, didn't he? I forgot about that.
No, it's television's Adam King.
Oh,
my
okay.
favorite thing, because I started calling him that on some of the shows. He does The Beat every Tuesday, a Talking Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I also will find him after the game for the Notebook, and I would just walk him and say, oh, it's television's Adam King. And now this happened to him like yesterday.
Yeah.
He's shopping for wine, or he goes to games and he's walking around out in the stadium, or he's just wherever at Target.
Yeah.
They say, oh, it's television's Adam King. And he claims that he has embraced it, that it makes him feel good, that people are seeing that content, that show on 97.1 The Fan or 10 TV or 10 TV Plus's YouTube channel. That they recognize him from that they appreciate him from that. But I think it secretly irritates him.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're calling him the thing that I call him from the podcast, not from him being on 10 TV as a sports anchor. He's like, no, it's great, man. People love it when I'm on there, and it's how many people see it. No, you hate it that I called you television's Adam King.
I think Adam is feeling a little bit uncomfortable now, though. A little bit of heat. I don't know if you
feeling
saw
the pressure.
Jacob Reimer did a hit.
I'm aware.
I'm just telling you, Reimer. I love you, Adam King. I'm just saying though, Reimer. Just watch your back. Watch your back, Adam King.
I mean, somebody else with great hair is now in this building.
I know,
and he's working that gimmick, man.
Oh,
you mean radio's Jacob Reimer is going after?
That's right.
He's 10 TV's Jacob Reimer. That's what
10
I call him.
TVs,
I call him
okay.
10 TV's Jacob Reimer.
He did one hit with Nicole on Saturday, and now it's just it's gone to his head.
I think we should call Adam King now. We should call him Wally Pip, because I think Lou Gehrig I'm telling you, you might see something there.
Around here, that's the only way we're going to know it.
Exactly right.
You got rhyme timed.
You got rhyme timed. That's fantastic. You got rhyme timed. Michigan, look, it's Christmas.
Okay.
I don't mean to pile on.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't on this one. There was some other stuff. Some of the stuff came out yesterday about how weird Moore was acting around the facility and paranoid and all this stuff. Like just stuff that lends itself to believe there's something, not that we didn't already think so, but like something's not wired right up top for him. But Biff Poggi, the interim coach, and I'm not sure what his end game is on this.
Oh, I do.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is working towards his end game. If this is going to help his end game.
Now I'm with you.
Okay. He called the program a malfunctioning organization and said he hopes to fix it if he has the interim tag removed. He has said that this has been going on for 5 years. He's been 5 years of a malfunctioning organization. He said, let's call it what it is. It's happened every year. The athletic director doesn't want any more of that. So he's basically coming out and saying, and he was... Can we say he was part of it?
Yes, because he was.
He was. Okay, so he was part of this. And what he's saying is, look, like this other Biff or whatever, this was not good. But now it's like he said.
That was bad Biff. This is good Biff talking right now.
He said, I know what the hell I'm doing. I want to fix this program, which is why he was asked why he'd be a strong choice for the job. And that's the part that I can't figure out. Is he helping his cause by saying this was really screwed up? By the way, I was here. But this is really screwed up. By the way, I was here. But
hey, Jim, why don't you leave the room? We got some things that we have to talk about in here.
I don't understand. Like, if this is, do you think this is, will it work in his favor?
It's clearly designed for a different audience because Ward Manuel, it's December 24th. I still don't know how he's employed.
Right.
Yeah.
Or why he would be allowed to make this hire.
He shouldn't be.
But clearly a comment like this is not designed to get in the good graces of the athletic director who has led this malfeasance for the last 5 years. Or at least you wouldn't think that would be a strong sales pitch to be like, you know what? The athletic director doesn't want this, but he's been doing a horrible job, so who cares what he thinks anyway? So is that to the board of trustees? Is that to the president? Is that to the, anybody else in the higher-ups? Which, by the way, they're also all complicit in this because it went to the very top, and you had the president at that time tweeting out bet and embracing everything that was on the way to the 2023 * national championship. you're part of the problem. Any other program in the country could not even remotely consider him as a candidate. And in Michigan, because they're such a smoldering mess, may be left with no choice but to promote him as an interim for the next year. That would be a ridiculous outcome, but a deserved one based on the way that they avoided a lot of the other punishments. Like, this could be a real karmic situation.
If they can get Jeff Brom, then I say get him. Regardless of who the AD is right now, I'm just saying, like, if you can get him, get him. If you're not going to get him, then what you do is you say, he's our, Biff's our coach next year. And we're going to reevaluate after this. And then you fire the AD, you bring in a new AD, and you start a new coaching search. There'll be better candidates available next year than there are right now. Now, there were better candidates earlier this year, but those are all gone. But I got, somebody else will end up being available next year. That's better than what's here now.
I'm sure Lane Kiffin has not signed his contract yet.
You know what? He probably hasn't. That'd be a Lane Kiffin thing to do.
I'm actually really confident that he hasn't, based on my own experience covering Lane Kiffin.
Yes,
but I'm not suggesting that he will go there. I do think that would be very amusing.
It'd be funny if he did that. Yeah,
we are not, Tito, typically in the business of helping, giving ideas to the Wolverines. But if you're looking for a solution that would allow you to bridge this gap for, let's say, 2 to 3 years, because the fallout of this is going to linger.
And it's Christmas Eve, so we want to.
This is the most generous that we're ever going to be on Morning Juice to the state up north and to the other half of the rivalry. The Kyle Whittingham option, because he pointedly did not say that he was retiring.
Right, yeah. He
I've been screaming this from the rooftops since he put it out there.
Then you're right, Big Mo. Like, you and I are on the same page. You don't need, at this point, if your options are 1 year of Biff Poggi continuing and carrying on the rich tradition of cheating and scandal and everything else, which he cannot wash his hands clean of. That's not reality. That's 1 year of that, and then back in the coaching market for a big time hire throughout the 2026 season. Okay, that is a path. Tito, you laid out a very good coach in Jeff Brom who understands, what it would take to build an offense, to appeal to a quarterback, to use the transfer portal, to use NIL resources. That's option 2. If option 3 is some of this you've missed now with the signing period, you're going to be behind the 8 ball in a lot of ways with retaining your roster, but also using the transfer portal when you get to January 2nd. If this is going to be a multi-year climb out of the penalties and the financial implications from what Michigan has done to itself, someone with Kyle Whittingham's level of maturity, I'll say, long been above reproach when it comes to following rules. You're not going to find scandal violations at Utah. Every program's going to have a little dirt under their fingers, but Kyle Whittingham has largely been above all of that. He is someone that would provide that level of stability to get you through that for the next couple years. So it wouldn't be someone that strikes fear in the heart of Ryan Day and Ohio State, but Michigan is not in a point right now where they're going to be able to snap their fingers and go right back to competing for championships. They have much bigger problems, and Whittingham, I think, could really steady that boat to get them through this point. Now, maybe that's too good of an option for them, and they won't take it, and that would be fine with me.
When you were up there for the game, from what I've heard, there was all this stuff on campus, and many media members knew that something was going on. Was there a feeling like just there that something is breaking soon, and this is, we've heard about this, and it was just a bomb waiting to explode?
Yes, but they were in denial about it, it felt like. There were people trying to take the previous investigations at face value. Not a coincidence, I don't think, that Michigan keeps trying to use the same people to look into their program. Say, no, there's nothing here. You're good. You just keep sending us that check and the billable hours, and it'll all be fine. I think the people that are connected had realized that there was something amiss with Sherrone Moore that went deeper than just one staffer and one relationship. It was difficult thing to report on accurately. A lot of or to nail the facts down because there wasn't a paper trail for it. They didn't have some of the text messages that had sent. There weren't a lot of people coming forward with it. And I think the part that feels the most like damning to me is that I don't know how much of this would have come out if Sherrone Moore had won that game on November 29th.
Yeah.
Because they likely would have been in the playoff.
Right. They would have played the Big Ten championship.
And that's I'm not suggesting anything untoward. I am. Based on the way it had worked up till this point, and a lot of people have mentioned this, not just me, like these rumors, which, again, we did not have any ability to verify them at that point, certainly not from Columbus, but I'm talking about not just people here, not just potentially people in the Woody, agents, people in the coaching profession around the country, NFL organizations, anyone that you could potentially be talking to. It's like, hey, have you heard this about Michigan? Have you heard this about Sherrone Moore? It was very widely known, which made it so strange that there was like a black hole of information in Ann Arbor.
Right.
Almost like it was by design. So, when you bring this up, Tito, you say, we're not trying to pile on. It's like Michigan has allowed the pile on. Like they're encouraging it by their own actions.
I should have done this at 7:00. I didn't.
A guy who considers himself the mayor of Laramie, Wyoming, who holds the shuffleboard record at the Ranger, and most impressive, the commissioner of the Central Ohio two-man scramble league. Here's Austin Ward.
That means you want to talk about Ohio State now.
Funny, I'm going to pivot. For a couple of weeks, October, November, part of that time, people thought, North Carolina, maybe Belichick's got this thing figured out. Then they lost their last 3 games, lost to Wake Forest, Duke, and NC State. And now there's talk that Bobby Petrino may be the new OC at North Carolina.
Do you think Bill Belichick's brain is like stuck in 2007?
I think it might be. I think he might be on pause. You know what I mean? Like, I think that he thinks it's Groundhog Day.
If you were going home to what he's going home to, do you think you really are
not thinking about a lot of
I'm not thinking about much else.
That's
I'm trying to
fair.
get through my day to get home.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm all about second and third chances. That's fine. Lord knows I've had my share of second and third chances. Not with the chick in the Eagles concert thing. That was there was no second chance there regardless. But it seems
hell did not freeze over.
No, hell did not freeze over. That's fair. Yes. Anyway, are you surprised?
Yes.
That Belichick would do this?
100%. I'm surprised that any program will do it.
Yeah.
And it feels very much like the usefulness. When you could say, well, we think Bobby Petrino is a little bit unsavory off the field, but it's worth it because he's an offensive genius. Like a lot of that stuff, it feels like with the game has passed him by, so it's not worth that trade. When you see Louisville and Arkansas and everybody else just looping back around, say, what? Can we get Bobby P back? Can we get 2005 version of Bobby back here? Can we get Darren McFadden and Felix Jones and Peyton Hillis rolling downhill? Like those days are long gone. So Belichick is almost like just turning this into a retirement community of people that he knew in 20 years ago, still hoping for an opportunity. You look at that coaching staff that he had in year one at North Carolina. It's a who's who of who used to be really good coaches or people involved in front offices. And I know that anyone with any ties to the Cleveland Browns will be skeptical of at least one of those people, but it's very odd the way he is running that organization.
Arkansas finished 2-10 this year. Petrino was the interim coach near the end. And yeah, it's not like, sure, okay, OC, they scored some points, but it's easier to score points in college. And it can be easy to score points in college. But it's not like they were some offensive juggernaut there.
They were not.
They did score 42 against A&M. And A&M's got a decent defense, as we've seen that there. But like they scored 17 against Missouri, 13 against Notre Dame. I don't know. It seems you're right. What was the movie with like Clint Eastwood and a bunch of old guys that went to, was it Space Cowboys? That was
Space Cowboys.
Where a bunch of old guys going to space.
Yeah,
that's what this feels like to me. This feels like he's trying to get it's grumpier old men And he's just trying to get all these. It doesn't work.
Well, you got Bill Belichick, you got Jordan Hudson, Bobby Petrino. What could go wrong with those three in one room?
Maybe Michigan can lure him away from UNC.
Oh, that would really.
Tom Brady will bring him down, won't he?
There you go. Keep it. That'll really keep the Wolverines on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, it will.
Speaking of Brady, there's talk that Brady might be taking on a larger role within the organization with the Raiders, which could also lead to Pete Carroll's firing. Do you think Pete Carroll's done after this year?
I don't know why they hired him in the first place.
I don't either. You're right. Yeah,
and that actually spread out. It was the windshield crack that reached Ohio State with what Las Vegas did with Pete Carroll, and then just throwing around money, doing the exact same thing. Honestly, Tito, that we're talking about with North Carolina, like someone who used to be really good a decade ago. Can they recapture that magic? They know what it's like. And it was Pete Carroll, and then that brings in, let's spend $6 million on Chip Kelly. It's like, these recycled ideas are not going to help you win. That's true at the college level, and that's doubly true at the NFL level.
Coming up next, we will do our NFL picks, joined by Ya Highness, folks. It's the best Christmas gift you can get. Ya Highness will join us next. Morning Juice.
What does it mean to give 100%? It means giving everything you've got, every single day. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. So no matter what you give, we give 100% for life-saving research victories, 100% to making new discoveries that lead to innovative treatments, 100% to groundbreaking cancer research that could one day save someone you love. We know cancer research is working. Over the last 30 years, an estimated 4.5 million lives have been saved thanks to game-changing research breakthroughs. But there is more work to do. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. We will always give 100% to accelerate victory over cancer.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Donate today at v.org.
We ask parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad, and I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
It's not Tito. It's Bobby. It's Austin. It's Big Mo. And now we're going to do NFL picks and bring on our guy, Ya Highness.
Morning Juice presents NFL Picks.
Sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today at roosterswings.com.
Good morning, Ya Highness.
Good morning and happy Christmas Eve to everybody there listening in Columbus, Ohio. Real quick, you guys, you're attacking Michigan real heavy. Let me give you the Michigan perspective real quick, and then let's get on to the show. Clean house. Clean house, get rid of the AD, get rid of everybody, wipe them out, bring in a new AD, and then hire John Gruden. Bring in John Gruden to coach the team. He's a quarterback whisperer. Underwood needs a guy that can help him develop. Well done talking about Michigan. Beat Texas. Hook them down. Anyways, and John Gerber, I love that guy. Is he going to be on regularly now? All season starting back up.
Not he'll be on sometimes. It won't be all the time with him though. But yeah, he does great with those picks.
Ya Highness, are you making money on golf too?
Yeah, but it's not my best sport. John is better at golf. I will behest to John that he is better at picking golf. But I do a lot of the head-to-head. We bet slightly different, and then usually I'll pick one horse to ride all year. Last year, JT, so we bet him outright to win until he did. I think we hit him twice, or maybe it was once. Anyways, I think Tommy Fleetwood Mac is going to be the golfer this year. By the way, I give all the golfers nicknames. So like Rory Mac and the Rory, things like that. We got, All right, so Tommy Fleetwood Mac, I think, is your outright winner. You should probably range from between 20 25 to 1 each tournament. Look, he's only got to win 1 or 2 tournaments. I think he finally got the gorilla off his back, or whatever you want to call it, by winning last year, because that was his kind of MO, is he couldn't get it done. The year of 2026 is the year for Tommy Fleetwood Mac. All right, let's get on with the show.
This is what I want to do here now. We're going to run through our NFL picks really quickly with Austin and I. And all I wanted to do is see your reactions to our picks. You don't have to say anything. We'll go off your facial reactions, okay? And or hand gestures, whatever. We'll do that. We're going to go through those really quick. Then we're going to talk about your stuff, because your stuff's more important. Last week I went 9-6-1. Bobby was 5-10-1, and Jay-Z was 8-7-1. Right now, Bobby is leading the way. Actually, Jay-Z is 31-30-3. Bobby's 113-121-6. I'm 110-124-6, which is why we're going to breeze through these, because you shouldn't listen to us. Big Mo, take it away.
All right. Tomorrow, first game, 1 o'clock, Dallas at Washington. Dallas -6.5.
Give me the Cowboys in this one. Dak's going to play. Pickens is playing for a contract. Dallas scores a lot of points. Give me Dallas over Washington.
Both of these teams stink, but I guess I'll take Dallas and Dak.
All right, what we got next?
Detroit at Minnesota. Detroit -6.
Or -6.
-6 too.
That's okay. Yeah, I will take. I'll take the Lions. McCarthy, and I think it's probably better for the Lions if McCarthy plays, but I don't think he's got that hairline fracture. Give me Detroit, and I'll lay the 6.
Detroit, baby.
Denver at KC. Denver -13.
That's a huge number, but KC sucks. They really do. I mean, they looked bad last week. Broncos. I'm taking 3 straight road favorites laying points. I'm going to lay 13 points at the current but not future home of your Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, the Chiefs are a disaster right now.
Yes.
But I don't like any situation in the NFL with a home team 2-touchdown underdog. If anybody could pull out some magic and at least turn it into a low-scoring game, I think Andy Reid could. So I'll take the Chiefs, and I don't like it.
Saturday, Houston at the Chargers. Chargers -2.5.
All right, Houston's defense is so damn good, and defense does travel. I'm going to take the Texans in this one and lay the 2.5 on the road. Boy, I'm on a trend here.
Yeah, Chargers.
Baltimore is at Green Bay. Green Bay -2.5.
Green Bay at home against the Ravens. Both teams in must-win situations. Lamar Jackson's got a wimpy back. Jordan Love's in concussion protocol. I think he's going to play, though. Give me Jordan Love and the Packers. I'll lay the 2.5.
Yeah, I'll take the Packers as well.
On Sunday, Pittsburgh is at Cleveland. Pittsburgh -4.
Make that number even higher. Give me the Steelers. God, I'm taking road. I'm taking road. Okay, I'm taking all favorites. Go ahead. Pittsburgh.
Everyone so far. You've taken every road team so far.
I know.
What
I took Green Bay, the home team, but everything else has been road.
Somebody's got to pull off a stunner. Why not the Browns?
Yeah, all right.
Miles gets his record this Sunday, right?
It's coming.
Yes.
All
Rodgers
right.
will fall it down like Favre did for Strahan.
Tampa Bay is at Miami. Tampa Bay -5.5.
There's a road team that's been decent that has a lot of stakes here, huh? I wonder what Tito's going to do.
Give me Tampa Bay, lay the points.
Unbelievable. I'll take the Dolphins.
New England at the Jets. New England minus 13.5. I mean, come on.
I'll take the Jets getting 12 and a half. There we go.
Yeah, by the way, wait, the road team that you should take with the
I'm
two
the
touchdowns?
same guy who says, well, this number hasn't popped up in the lottery for a long time. It's due. That's my strategy here. Look, a road team, give me the Jets.
It's got to be Braves. Take the Patriots.
Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Jacksonville minus 6.5.
Boy, I've loved watching Phillip Rivers play, but Jacksonville's on a roll.
And they're on the road, which is where you love them.
And a short week for a 75-year-old quarterback, right? Played Monday night. Now he's got this one. Give me Jacksonville and lay the points.
Thick Phillip Rivers, as you've taken to call him.
Yes.
Yeah, Jags.
New Orleans is at Tennessee. New Orleans minus 2.5.
Oh, you always take the Titans getting points at home, right? Give me the Titans. I'll take the 2.5.
I'm going to switch over and take Tito's road strategy and go with the Saints.
Mistake.
Arizona is at Cincinnati. Cincinnati minus 7.
Burrow's going to play. Looks like Chase and Higgins are both. Yeah, give me the Bengals. I'll lay the 7.
Who dey?
Seattle is at Carolina. Seattle minus 7.5.
Seattle's minus 7.5 at Carolina. Important game for both these teams. I think Seattle wins. I'll take Carolina the points, though.
Yeah, I think Carolina will cover that. Seattle will win outright.
Giants are at Las Vegas. Las Vegas minus 1.5.
Gross. Why does this game exist?
It really shouldn't be. Yeah, they should just call this the Blue Bonnet Bowl. Looks like Geno might play. I don't know if that matters.
I don't think it matters.
That makes it worse.
Give me the Giants. I'll take the 1.5.
I'll just take the home team. Why not?
Philadelphia is at Buffalo. Buffalo minus 2.5.
Okay. Josh Allen's got a little bit dinged up. I think he's going to play. The weather's not going to be...
You can't ding up Josh Allen.
That's fair. I'm so sorry. I forgot I was
Man of
sitting here
Steel.
next to you. Yes. Philadelphia, it's not going to be a cold game. It won't be a frigid game. I think it'll be in the 40s. I think it won't be a frigid game. But give me Buffalo minus the points.
Josh Allen just built different. Go Pokes. Go Bills.
Buffalo's defense cannot stop a running game, by the way.
No, they can't. They can't.
Chicago is at San Francisco. San Fran minus 3.
Sunday night game. Give me the 49ers in this one, laying the 3 against the Bears.
Yeah, I just can't wrap my mind around Caleb Williams actually doing some of the things he's been pulling off, but it won't happen against the Niners.
And then on Monday night, the Rams are at Atlanta. Rams are minus 8.5.
May as well close out the way I started. Give me that road team laying a big number.
Give me that road team.
All right, Your Highness. What? Which?
Man, you took every road team you shouldn't. You took every home team you shouldn't.
Get him, Your Highness.
Smash the Eagles. The Bills are going to smash the Eagles.
There we go.
It's going to be a high of 40 at best. It's going to be snow showers. I think it's actually going to be a high offensive scoring game. Almost if you go back to the beginning of the year when the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills kind of duked it out, and I can't remember the exact score, but it was like 44-43 or something thereabouts. I feel like that's what we're going to have going on with that Bills-Eagles game.
So,
then
go ahead.
The Panthers, Seahawks. Seahawks smoked the Panthers. That was the only other where you went home team. But actually, some of these other picks I didn't hate. All right, let's get into it.
Just on a personal note for me, because I'm in a Fantasy Football Championship, I want to get your opinion. Who has a better week this week, Jalen Hurts or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, hold on. I haven't got that far. Let me see. Jaguars, Colts, and...
Eagles and Bills.
Sorry, who's the other player?
Hurts for Philadelphia.
Give me Hurts, and I'll tell you why. Because if it ends up being a snow game, I think a lot of points are scored. That's a lot of opportunity for him to run the ball and score some touchdowns. I'm assuming quarterbacks get 4 for passing, 6 for rushing.
Yes.
He's trying to help you, Tito. You got to listen.
I'm listening to him. I just called him his email because I wanted to ask him a question about this. Now, WeWinYouWin.com, by the way, is where you can find Your Highness. And let's talk about your year this year overall. I know you keep diligent stats. You are very transparent on your picks and your successes and some of your misses, which don't happen often. What was your? Can you give me an overview of your recap for your year?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the 2 to 3 minute version here. I'm just going to give you the fun part that I think everybody likes. I'm going to tell you along as if you were $100 better. So that way, if you're a $10 better, a $50 better, a $200 better, you can do the math off $100. Okay. So let's start off with the overall record. This is what people drop their jaw on a little bit. 924 wins, 856 losses, and 17 pushes. That's a total of 1,797 total bets placed. That roughly works out to about 5 bets a day. Overall, roughly, give or take a tenth of a percentage, we're looking at a 6% ROI. Now, this is the conversation that I have a lot of people that play the stock market is why would you play and only get 6% return on your investment in sports betting when I could put that money in the market and get 12 to 15%? Pump the brakes, folks. You're not doing math right. So if you had, let's say, $10,000 and put that into the market and got 15% back, that's great. But because of sports betting, you recycle the money like a slot machine, right? If you put $100 in a slot machine, you're going to play more than $100 on that, even if you lose all that money.
Sure.
All right. So the total amount of money risked is $469,888. So basically $500,000 risked if you're $100 better throughout the year. You're not putting $500,000 in the market. So the return or the profit for $100 better, it would have been $27,296, or a true ROI off your initial $10,000 investment is a 273% return. And that's why sports betting beats the market. I play the market as well, but if I were to take 10 grand and put it in the market and get a 15% return, or if I take 10 grand and get a 6% return, but each day I'm betting, I'm going to benefit way more betting on sports. Anyways, that's most of the numbers. It breaks down to roughly $100 better is betting about $250 a game and is wagering roughly around $1,000 to $1,200 a day. Now that does skew a little because the weekend, Saturdays, you're going to have more games and more action with NFL, college football, anything else. And where Mondays and Tuesdays, you might only have 2 or 3. Overall, it was not my best year, but again, anytime you can beat the books, I'm always about it. My number one sport as far as return on investment is NHL, coming in at just short of 11% ROI, followed up by college football at 8.75 and college basketball at 6.94. What's really pulling me down, cut the wagon, kid, cut the wagon. Major League Baseball basically broke even. I think all in all, if you're $100 better, you would have profited $32. So basically you broke even on baseball. That's killing my overall numbers. Normally my ROI is closer around 8%. All right, that's enough to bore everybody. Any questions?
Christmas Day squares. Let's get on that right there. Where are we at? No, we'll get your picks in a second, but I know that yeah. I'm in on this. Me and one of the listeners are in. We got 2 squares.
Correct, and you do get a raffle ticket as well. So every 2 square gets a raffle into the $500 reverse raffle. As of this morning, I had about 25 left. So we need a big push. I don't know if it's the holiday season, people spending money on the Christmas money, but not as many moved as I was hoping. We need a big push to fill us up today. 25 left to go. Real quick, it's 42 to get in. The credit card processing company takes 2 of it. 5 of it goes to the kids. 35 goes back to the prize pool. It's 3 games at Christmas, 12 chances to win a square, plus a $500 reverse raffle, and a bonus Grinch's Fantasy Football, which is an add-on for $8, $250 to the winner.
All right, Your Highness, what are our Christmas presents for the listeners out here to get rich? What do you got for us that's super special under the tree?
Well, some mistletoe that I smoke a little bit. Holla. So a couple of things. I tried to come up with an idea, and I couldn't, so maybe you, the people there, can help me. I want to do something special for the listeners there. I want to do maybe a discount code, or I was thinking maybe lock them in for only $26 a month for the year 2026. But something, if you're not a bettor, if you don't bet on sports, leave me alone. I don't want you. I don't want to create new degenerates. But
if you're already there,
if you're already down that road, let me help you out. In all seriousness, if you bet at least $10 a game, it makes sense, folks. And I'm trying to think of a way to lock you in, maybe for $26 a month, so you pay maybe $300 a year. Look, I'm not trying to make money off your back. It's just the freebie freeloaders drive me nuts. So I gotta put a little bit of path of resistance in there to weed out some of the chuckleheads. By the way, before I forget, Powerball, Tito.
Yes.
You win on the Powerball. So for those listening, we got a big group we chip in. I've already dropped maybe $2,500 worth of Powerball tickets in the last 2 weeks on this group poll thing. We're just pumping money into the Arizona lottery. But do you want in?
Yeah. Right now, I'm going to PayPal you right now.
Good deal.
What $9? Is that what it is?
It's happening live.
Wow.
$9. Well, you want one or two?
I'll take one this time. I'll take one.
$9.50 is fine.
$9.50. Okay.
You got 50 cents back on the last draw.
Okay.
All right, let's get into some plays. I got one player prop for each game on Christmas Day. May these bless you with the presents. If you're feeling a little froggy, jump and parlay them. I don't always recommend that. First up, a guy that got shut down. Where did he go last week? CeeDee Lamb. I thought he was the number one man. Pickens picked up a lot of love. Go back and look at some of the prime times game. CeeDee Lamb gets the love. The line's 75.5. Take the over. Take over 75.5 receiving yards for CeeDee Lamb. He's only not accomplished this, I believe, 3 times all year, last week being one of those. On to the second game, another guy who disappeared last week, Jahmyr Gibbs. Where did he go? 7 yards rushing for the Detroit Lions in a game they had to win. Let's get back to the running game, folks. 70 yards and a half over for Jahmyr Gibbs. I think they make a statement pounding that rock. David Montgomery, if he plays, I know he's questionable right now. His rushing yard number's low, around 30 yards. That could be one run for that kid. So I think the running backs in Detroit are going to run the rock, benefit from that. And then in the last game, who knows? What a crapshoot. We got so many injuries, everything else. Let's go with what we know. We know Bo Nix is playing, and we know his number one wide receiver, Courtland Sutton's playing. The Chiefs' secondary isn't necessarily the greatest, and I like Sutton to go over 60.5 receiving yards. Heck, that could only be 2 catches, but more than likely he'll have about 5 to 6 catches at about 12 a clip. Should be no problem getting over 60.
Any advice for people on betting other than, like, let me ask you this. Some people, one guy here, Scotty Vegas particular, will do like these crazy 8 and 10 leg parlays, and he hits once in a while and, makes a lot of money on those things. But what's your thoughts on that kind of betting?
So I always pull, and it was from the University of Las Vegas, Nevada, so UNLV, the Running Rebels. Their university did a study, came out about 3 or 4 years ago, on sports betting across the country. Obviously, they're in a location there in Las Vegas to have the ability to pull on a lot of local casinos. Here was the number over a 10-year study just on the sports book. For every $100 risk, so you walk up to the window, you give the cashier $100 on a straight bet, so picking a side, picking an over-under, a 50-50 type deal, the casino or the house is expected to keep $5 of every $100 risk, right? Because they got to pay the winners and everything else. On parlays, for every $100 risked on a parlay, the casino is expected to keep $35.
Oh.
That's a huge difference. Yeah. A huge difference. They love the parlays. And this is what I'll tell you, folks. If you ever follow any casinos' social media pages, they're always posting what? They're posting slot winners. Yeah. Right? They're always posting these big jackpot. Why? Because slots is the worst odds in the game. And that's the big flashy, wow, let's get you in. But that's where they make, look, if casinos could get away with only putting slot machines in their casino, they would do it. Based upon the square footage and return, that's where it's at. So, with sports betting, you see the DraftKings and a FanDuel and everybody else. What do they post up there? What do you always see? You see the long shot parlays get pushed. Why? Because that's where the money's at. You always see these long shot guy hit a 12 leg. Now, I will say, I do bet parlays, but they got to have the boost. I'll never bet them straight up. I don't bet parlays. So if DraftKings give you a 50% boost, use it. But I also don't bet a ton. I'm betting $20, $25, $50, maybe $100 max on a parlay. We're not going crazy. They're lottery picks. I've hit a couple here and there. We've had people in the community hit some for a lot of money. But you find me a guy that plays parlays all the time, and I'll show you a guy that's not a winning player.
There we go. WeWinUwin.com. Go there, get the Christmas squares. There's 25 left. You can do that. I will tell you, on the Thanksgiving Day one, me and a listener did hit one of the squares, which was great, very profitable. So we're back at it again this time. And pimp your podcast.
Yeah, well, pimping ain't easy, but it's necessary. Head over to YouTube. It's the @ Shut Up and Bets. And then on Facebook, just We Win, You Win. So I need your help, though. I need help on two things before you kick me off. Number one, what can I do for the listeners to make this – look, I know I don't know. Is this guy still on that silver? That silver guy. Is he still on? Yeah. Is he still on?
Wrong team favored.
Yeah, he's on Friday. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not here to badmouth anybody, but I know he charges a significantly more amount than I do. And look, I'm here for the people. I'm not here to make money off your back. Okay, I let the sports betting carry the way, and then you guys just let me pay for my marijuana. So. Whatever it is, should we do it for $20 a month, $26 a buck? I mean, look, guys, for less than $300 a year, you could actually become a winning sports bettor for once in your life.
Let's make it $25 a month. That's an even $300 then.
Well, 26.
Okay.
26 for the year, 26.
Oh, that's a good call. 26
for 26. I haven't set it up yet. I'll put in the give me a couple hours to take a nap after I get off the show. Yeah. But let's say from noon Eastern on. Yeah, it'll be available. But let's use the code JUICE. I'm gonna write this down. I won't forget. So use the code JUICE. They'll get you $26 a month locked in for life. So I have this policy: is when you sign up for my program, whatever you pay when you sign up is what you lock into life. Because if you believe me for that price, you believe me for life. And then the last thing we got to figure out is I would love to come to Columbus when it's not snowing. Yeah. Hang out in the studio. What if Ohio State were to make a national championship game? Maybe I'd come in for that week and come out and watch the national championship football game with you and all the boys, Austin and Jay-Z. By the way, is Bobby avoiding me? He hasn't been on in 3 weeks since I've been on.
He's the king of PTO.
He has so much PTO built up, and they don't let you carry it over. So, like, he's off until New Year's Eve. Like, he had that much time built off. And same thing with Brody. Brody had a bunch of time to use, too. That's why he hasn't been around a whole lot lately. But, yeah, I call him part-time Brody, and it's just – but Carpenter's just on Carpenter time.
Yeah, well, he's living the dream. We're all just trying to chase it. Actually, I got their numbers. I'll just text them. I'll just say, tell them Merry Christmas as well. But to each and every one of you, Austin, by the way, I'm waiting for the invite to come on your show and wreak a little havoc.
Okay, yeah, we need you.
Hey, brother, I'm here to turn the tides. And if you need, by the way, like a good political show, you got to have both sides of the spectrum. And I know you guys heavy on the Buckeyes, but I'm telling you, sometimes you need the Michigan perspective to understand what it's like, the fan, to have your team going through this debacle. Well, right? Now, I'll take the national championship. If you give me a national championship every 10 to 20 years and we got to go through a couple years of this stuff, I'll take it every time. Look, we're not the Ohio State Buckeyes. We're not looking to win a national championship every year. But I'm a Michigan fan. You give me a national championship every 20 years, and I'm happy.
Hey, at least we started this, Your Highness, with you saying that we're on the same page. Clean house entirely. It's got to be done.
Oh, has to. Absolutely has to. And you mentioned something earlier. I wasn't going to get into this. But I've known about him diddling the secretary since the beginning of the season.
Right.
I got a few cousins that are alum and donate, and you know how the rumor mill and all that stuff goes. Look, I didn't think it was a big deal because it was never addressed. I was like, oh, well, they just handled that, whatever, you know. How many times, I mean, you guys talked about the Petrino guy. Look, he was diddling the girl on the motorcycle and wrecked the thing.
Yep.
So it's not new for the coaches to be playing around with the staff. It's frowned upon. It's also frowned upon to be giving them huge raises.
Yes.
It's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. But I think it starts at the top, and the 80s got to go. They got a clean house. And you mentioned Willingham. Why not bring Willingham in as the athletic director?
Yeah.
Kyle Whittingham, athletic director. I think you need somebody a little more general, a little more stern, a little more, you know, take the ship by the reins and let's drive it down there to Columbus and show these boys what we're made of.
Your Highness, you're the man. Merry Christmas. Thank you. We'll talk very soon. Hopefully we'll be talking actually on Christmas Day when I win a square.
Yeah, I'm always available. You know the number, hit it up. And for those listening at home, normally I want you to jump on the right foot and do the wrong thing. You're all getting coal in your stockings anyways. Smoke it if you got it. Put that in your bong and smoke it. I'm out. Peace.
Was Your Highness. Oh, he's the best. I love you, Highness. Coming up next, we'll wrap things up. If you're not juiced enough, we'll tell you what's got us juiced. Morning Juice.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. every business starts somewhere, selling a product out of the back of your car, or maybe in your garage doing the packing and shipping yourself. And every great team starts grinding in the preseason. But with hard work, smart plays, and the right coaching, you can make it all the way. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, on how they help local businesses go the distance.
At Riverside Bank of Dublin, our business lending team helps you take that next step. With equipment loans, real estate financing, and working capital, it helps you hit for power, not just for average.
Thanks, Travis, because in business, just like sports, the right support turns rookies into all-stars. It can mean the difference between what might have been and a championship team. We're Riverside Bank of Dublin, your winning team for business banking. Look for a new branch location at Bridge Park in 2026.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
In honor of all those we've lost to cancer and those still fighting and thriving, like basketball analyst and cancer champion Dick Vitale.
I want to beat cancer. I'm going to beat it. That's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to win this battle.
Defeating cancer will take all of us. Join our team to help fund game-changing research that saves lives. At the V Foundation, V is for victory over cancer. V is for victory over the odds. V is for victory over health disparities, victory over setbacks, victory over the unknown. V is for victory over giving up.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Donate to the V Foundation to join our team and help save lives.
Cancer can take away all my physical abilities. It cannot touch my mind, it cannot touch my heart, and it cannot touch my soul.
100% of donations fund game-changing cancer research. Donate now to the V Foundation at v.org.
My son Ian was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 16 months. The outlook was pretty rough. I mean, it was, we had no hope until St. Jude rescued us. I mean, they saved him. To this date, we are 12 years into this journey, and from day one, we've never once seen a bill. It gave us the peace of mind to know that we're there with our son, and we're gonna beat cancer together. Now, he is doing really, really well. He's alive because of what St. Jude has done. He's here because of the doctors who came before, their blood, their sweat, their tears, the knowledge accumulated and shared, with everyone else around the world. This is how we get rid of this, how we help kids beat cancer all over. It's the future.
Together, we will make cures possible for every child everywhere. Learn more at stjude.org.
Attack and dominate, YouTubers. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Morning Juice. Final segment of the only live show the Fan is doing today.
The real ones.
Yes. And I will tell you this. And I'm not going to say I feel bad about it because I don't. But Fish
I don't mean to pile on.
No, but Fish had asked me, do you want to do a show Christmas Eve? Now, I don't have PTO. So I know work, I know get paid. So I said, yes.
Bring it on, baby.
Absolutely.
I said, I will do one Christmas Day.
How much
got shot down.
How much do you need me?
I was going to say, I can be down here tomorrow.
I would absolutely do a show Christmas Day. That's why we're here. Let's wrap things up with telling people what's got us excited.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Billiards Plus. Find your next grill and everything you need for the master griller. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
And to be honest, it's smart to not give me PTO because I would use it. Like, it's better to, like, if I feel like I got to be, like, I'm more here because of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know if I am filling in on Morning Juice, I'm going to be in Bobby's seat because you never stop working unless you're in Vegas.
Unless
hanging
I'm in
out
Vegas.
with Ya Highness.
Yes. Okay, how about you tell me first, Austin, what's got you juiced?
Okay, I'm juiced for Christmas Eve with Liberty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Liberty Justice for All. I know you are.
With Allie. Yeah. And so just being home with the girls tonight, knowing that we can fully focus on the holiday. It's a busy stretch this time of year for me always. And then hitting the road, after the show on Friday to head down to Texas. everything just happens all at once, and it's a lot of work to cover the college football playoff, which I love. That is not meant as a complaint. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's a blessing to cover it, but it does take up a lot of time away from them. So once I'm out of here, knock out one more post about the Buckeyes for LettermanRow.com. Then it's like just time to get some board games out and make some crab legs tonight and watch Elf with both girls, and then put one of them to bed so that Santa can come, and watch Bad Santa with the other girl. So that's the other woman, I should say. So it's that's our tradition. I love it. I can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome.
Are you Jordan when it comes to board games? Like Jordan said he would never let his kids win anything.
I don't lose. No.
You don't lose. So you do play to win.
Cutthroat.
Now, crab cakes and football, that's what you know.
It changed. I don't know how it's been for you, Tito, but like when they're 2 or 3 and they can't appreciate winning and losing, they don't care, then it didn't matter as much to me. There was a game, Disney Princess Yahtzee, where the rules have had to change since she got competitive and wants to win the game, where if she was learning it, the way that it works is you claim that square. You're playing to 5 points there. And, if it was a tie, you're supposed to take the one below.
Okay.
But if she tied when she was 2 or 3, you get that point.
Yes.
You go up. That's not the rule anymore.
Good.
We are playing for keeps. And she doesn't that's not how we used to play. You're not 2 years old anymore.
Right, exactly.
I don't even know how you remember that. But we play for keeps now. You're learning how to win and lose the right way.
I took $17 last night off my 9-year-old son playing poker. What's got your legs juiced?
I look across the way, and there's like this Cubana place. So I go over there, and I kid you not, staring right in my beak was key lime pies. I'm like, you know what? We're close to the Keys down here. I bet this is pretty good. I check out. I'm like, hey, ma'am, do you by chance have any extra whipped cream? She went back in the fridge. She found it. She lathered that thing up with whipped cream. Let me tell you something. That was one of the best key lime pies I've ever had.
I've never had key lime pie before.
Oh, it's delicious. Love key lime pie.
Gonna get Tito a key lime pie and a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, right, exactly. I know. I tried
and
that
a
too.
DVD of Rocky 2.
That was the first show that we ever did together. It became like an hour of him saying, well, I haven't done this. I haven't drank that.
Yes, I know.
We had to get to know each other.
We could make a whole podcast around introducing him to the things that he's never done.
Right.
We're not allowed to introduce him to a Bloody Mary on Christmas Eve, but maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yes.
You might need it tomorrow.
Other than your sore throat from whatever you did, what's got you juiced?
Well, I'm juiced that apparently all the kidney stones are gone.
Okay.
So that I'm juiced about that. I'm really juiced, kind of following along with Austin. Just it's Christmas, and tomorrow I have nothing planned. It's like the glorious Christmas that you could ever want, because we don't have family that we have to go to tomorrow. We don't have anything we have to do, so I can just be at home, sleep in, which probably means waking up at 6.
I know what you mean, yeah.
I'll say I'll sleep until like 10, but I'll be up at 6. And just finding things on like Netflix and HBO Max, stuff that we just haven't watched, and enjoying it. We're going to order out probably. There's a couple Chinese places in town that are open, so we'll get us some takeout for dinner. And I'm going to the store today just to get some maybe cinnamon rolls for breakfast. It's just going to be a great day, and my wife and I just don't get enough of those days where it's just us together, because we're both. I mean, I'm really busy. She's busy. She works in Columbus, so through the week she doesn't even get home until 6 or 7 at night. So it's definitely going to be nice to have a day where we can do that. And I'm juiced because tomorrow marks 30 days until we go to Jamaica.
Oh,
for 7 days.
There you go.
So I am counting it down. We're in the home stretch now, and I cannot wait for fun in the sun and testing limits of, how much I can drink.
Right.
There is no limit.
I don't think there is. And the old saying, you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
Vacation, more true than ever.
Yes.
exactly. So, and it's all free. I mean, it's not free.
Well,
I
it's not
paid.
free.
You paid for
Right.
it. You've paid for it already.
Paid up front.
Yes.
But
you got to
then,
get your money's worth.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is I can't really overeat anymore because I had the weight loss surgery. It's just impossible.
Right.
But I think I could overdrink.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you should try.
Yeah.
Let's see. For me, I joked about doing a show, yes, but I would. For me tomorrow, off of every job I have, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, and it could also mark the end of my marriage because my wife's not used to be around me that much in one day.
This is too much.
I'm right here. I'll be here with her, but here, not here. They're here, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. I will be with her all day, and who knows how that's going to be for her. I have a feeling she doesn't have Fish's number, but I have a feeling that if she did, she would text him maybe around 4 o'clock, say, hey, you get station needs to get done. Live show or something. Jeff could do it. Tito can go in there and knock it out.
He's available.
Yeah. I think by about 4 o'clock that could be the case.
Now, is your wife one of those that if you have a day free, it's like, oh, we need to do something around the house, even if it's Christmas?
You know what? She used to be that way, but she is much more sympathetic now. Tomorrow she will absolutely let me just lay around all day if I want to. I say that now. I think that's in her mind.
I think you jinxed it.
No, in her mind, I think if you asked her, she would say the same thing. But again, tomorrow at some point, something might trigger and say, you know what are you doing? You've been in that spot all day. Can you just please help out with cleaning up the kitchen a little bit or something like that? Or this trash is not going to take itself out, whatever. Like those, but I know in her mind, her intentions are good. They truly are. What else? I am also, my dog just yelled 6'7". Thanks, Mo. What did you say? Did you say something 6'7"?
I guess I did. I didn't even realize it.
But anyway, so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I am incredibly, and I know I say it all the time in the chat, and I truly mean it. All the people we got 114 people that were watching us here on YouTube, 116 now. See, it keeps going up. It's like the stock market now, or it's like Ya Highness's bets. But nonetheless, everyone's sitting here. I didn't think we'd have that many in here today because it's Christmas Eve, but I appreciate all of you being here. And each and every day, it's been such a joy for me to get to know all these people through the chat and whatnot, and seeing them on a regular basis here has been a lot of fun. Love this opportunity. Love working with you guys. Awesome. Thank you. Great week. Big Mo. Always love having you here. You're the one we've handpicked. We want you to fill in whenever Bodie's out. We had that discussion with Fish. Yes, you were the one who we wanted, and there's a reason for that. So, Merry Christmas.
But they're not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
No.
The other ones died.
Yeah, but when you're in Jamaica, if we find somebody better, by God, you're gone. But Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for tuning in.